So now let's talk about this polyol pathway. Okay, this polyol pathway is very easy. So we have done fructose metabolism, very easy metabolism. Now we will talk about the synthesis of fructose in our body. You know, fructose is required where? Fructose is required in semen. Male requires fructose in his semen. So if fructose is not there, the spermatozoa will die. Dies. And infertility. So normally our body requires fructose. And fructose we can take in diet. But fructose is not an essential element, essential nutrient. Our body can synthesize fructose through this polyol pathway. Through this polyol pathway, that polyol pathway present normally, function normally in this. See, fructose can be synthesized from glucose via polyol pathway. Two-step reaction, simple, two-step reaction. Okay, conversion to sorbitol and a sorbitol dehydrogenase reaction to fructose. This is normal pathway in seminal vesicle. And as per spermatozoa utilizes. See, why this pathway is called polyol pathway? And you can see this is the first enzyme. You can see this is aldehyde, aldose sugar, that is by aldose reductase. First reduction, then dehydration. The net is actually isomerization. You can see net reaction is isomerization, if you can see. So first this is converted into fructose aldose reductase. And this aldose reductase reduces this. And you can see this is sorbitol. Sorbitol is a polyol. OH, 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 OH. So all 6 carbon has OH. So this is why this is called polyol pathway, because of this sorbitol. It is not a big pathway, only 2-step reaction, even though it is called pathway. So this is one step. You can see aldose reductase will convert into sorbitol, and sorbitol convert into this fructose. Sorbitol dehydrogenase will convert sorbitol into fructose. So this is 2-step reaction. And you can see here the conversion of NADH. Can you see? It's converting into NADH indirectly. NADPH is utilized and NADH is formed here. So this is the one pathway on first step. NADPH is utilized, and here in second step NADH is formed. Okay. So this, remember this pathway, but there is a but. This pathway is normally present in seminal vesicle for fructose synthesis, but there are certain tissue where this is not there. Only this enzyme is present. Then becomes a problem. When you have a diabetes, when a person has a diabetes, there is high glucose. That high glucose will go into that tissue, and in that tissue, because of this action of this, there will be, because there is high amount of potential for this, so flow will be in this direction. So this will become very high inside cell, and this is osmotically active compound. It will actually suck water. This compound will suck water, and because of sucking of water, this will be swelling of cell. The cell will swell, swelling of cell, and swelling of cell means damage to the cell. Damage to the cell means the damage to the organ. So this is the region. You can see this is the significance of this very important pathway, because certain tissue has this, only this enzyme, not this enzyme. So we will talk about which tissue has this. So you can see this tissue. So this pathway is normally present in your seminal vesicle, ovaries and liver. Okay, no problem. So there will be conversion, completely glucose will be converted into fructose. No problem in this organ, especially seminal vesicle. Focus on seminal vesicle. Okay. Now, so we will talk about this. These are some tissues. You can see kidney, retina, your eye lens. So eye has retina lens. Both have only this enzyme, and here kidney has only this enzyme. Then Schwann cell. Schwann cell means the cell that covers myelin, that will form myelin sheath. Okay, outside the peripheral nerve, in peripheral nervous system. In central nervous system, oligodendrocyte is there. So peripheral nervous system has Schwann cell as myelin. Now you can, from this concept, you can imagine if because of this accumulation of this, if glucose is high, this will also become high, and this will cause damage to this organ. this organ and this organ, this damage will be slow. And that is why this is the polyol pathway is the reason for chronic complication of diabetes. You can see. Do you know about nephropathy? Do you know about nephropathy, neuropathy, retinopathy, and cataract of chronic complication of diabetes? Can anybody be quick to tell me?
No, sir.
No? So remember, these are very, very important. You will, though I am giving you one step concept here, but you will have to study this in very detail. And the root of this complication is this pathway. If you understand, so you understand this nephropathy, neuropathy, and NRC. Nephropathy, neuropathy, and retinopathy, and then cataract. Why? Because these cells have this enzyme only, and because of that, this will accumulate in such this tissue, nephropathy, renal tissue, neuropathy, Schwann cell, and then retinopathy, retina of eye, cataract, lens. Did you all understand what is the significance of this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now you can see this. You can do this question. Activity of an enzyme called aldol reductase in lens of a healthy individual produces sorbitol that cannot exit the cell. Which of the following is the most likely product of sorbitol oxidation in this cell?
Is it fructose?
Fructose will not be formed because there is this enzyme is absent. Sorbitol dehydrogenase is absent. Practically. You see, okay, no, lens has primarily, you can see that is also a tricky question. Lens has primarily, aldol reductase. Okay, primarily. So lens has very few. If there is very high amount of this can convert little bit of sorbitol, can convert into this. So for lens, fructose can be the answer. But for other tissues, what? This is completely absent. So that is the basis of this question. Okay. Through this question, I wanted to focus. This is actually the slide of your first aid. Okay, I wanted to focus on this point because when you study, you miss this point. Primarily, you miss primarily, and that is my purpose to share this question. So fructose is the answer here. You are right. Fructose is the answer here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now you can easily understand. I don't think I have to teach this. Why is this cataract? Because of lens will be damaged by accumulation of sorbitol. So you can read yourself, and this will cause cataract. No.